Hey guys, very good morning, Fabio here. Hope you're all doing well and welcome to today's video in which we're going to be discussing the major sell-off on the dollar yesterday. So let's dive into this video. Make sure to leave a like and a comment, and without further ado, enjoy this video. So looking at the current 4-hour structure, what we can currently see is that we are breaking through this ascending trend line and potentially going to be creating a new lower low in comparison to this higher low which we had over here. So once that lower low is created, we can then potentially start waiting for that pullback back up in towards the highs before anticipating the next further drop back down in towards the lows. However, I am going to be very cautious because looking at the daily time frame, this is a classic star pattern. So I wouldn't be surprised if we do reverse back up in towards the highs and still move back up in towards 94.277 before seeing any real downside movements. So we have to be cautious. We have to keep an eye on the 4-hour structure for now, because if we do not even create a new lower low, because for now we just have an equal low, this for me isn't a pullback. But for now we just have an equal low, then nothing has changed in regards to structure, and we are in some way still bullish, of course. Then so what I'm going to be waiting for is just going to see how the dollar index reacts to this major low over here, see if we can create a new lower low, then wait for the pullback, and then see if we get bearish confirmation after that pullback has commenced. So yeah, let's just wait and see. If we don't see that bearish confirmation, then we'll just wait for price to move up higher in towards 94.277. So without further ado, let's dive into Aussie dollar. So Aussie dollar, guys, just going to keep it very simple. For Aussie dollar, just going to be waiting until we move up higher in towards this basing candle which we have over here. This for now is my area of supply. Nothing more, nothing less. Not really interested in anything else as of now on Aussie dollar. The chart in general is pretty messy, not a real big fan of it. I was looking at the 4-hour, as you guys can see, messy. So in these kind of situations, what I prefer to do is I prefer to dive in towards, let's say, the 15 or even the 5-minute to then start looking for those scalping entries. So for instance, if you just turn on the basing candles real quick, we can currently see is that we, for instance, yesterday had a nice area of supply over here. So these two basing candles formed supply from where we saw a very nice short-term short in towards this swing low, on which we saw a fake out and then reverse back up in towards the highs. So this was probably your TP1 or a break-even point. So it wasn't going to be a massive trade, but still, as you guys can see, even though the higher time frame structure is real messy, you can still dive in towards the lower time frame and catch those very nice and beautiful trades. So that's what my main focus would be, and I would for the rest just wait until the Aussie dollar comes back up higher in towards 0.74398. So with that said, let's go to euro dollar. And euro dollar has also been moving very bullish over the course of yesterday. As we can currently see, we broke out of this descending wedge. So for now, what I'm going to be waiting for, well, what I want to see is how we currently move back up in towards the highs, because for now what we essentially have is a new higher high created over here. So let's wait and see where we form our next area of resistance. It will be most likely from either this swing high or from this area of minor supply, which we have over here at that -27 fib for now. But of course that fib won't be valid if we do move up higher from here, because we'll just have to put it on the high of the current impulse in towards the highs. So just going to be adjusting my fib along the way until we make that new move in towards lows once again. So once we start moving back down, what I'm going to be waiting for, is for 1.15564 to get hit before looking for any potential longs back up in towards the highs. So yeah, that is it. Then potentially some longs once again. So let's head over to our next pair, which is pound dollar. So pound dollar was an absolute beauty, guys. I don't know if you remember from yesterday's video, you should, otherwise you should watch it back, but I did mention that we could start seeing that push back down in towards lows, in towards this level of 1.35876. So as we can see, tapped to absolute perfection. From there, started moving back up in towards the highs. So we are now currently nearing that level of 1.36950, which I've been waiting for some time now. So once that level gets hit, we will then know if we see any shorts or get any shorts So I'm really watching for those shorts from this region back down in towards lows. So yeah, I'll just keep you guys posted on that if anything interesting occurs in that regard. So yeah, that's it for pound dollar. Let's head over to Kiwi dollar. And Kiwi dollar, same story as pound dollar, just waiting for this level of 0.70046 to get hit before looking for any potential shorts. Really like that this level is right above all the swing highs, currently taking out the swing highs, which is really nice. So taking out the liquidity situated above this high, but now we just need to wait for this level of liquidity to get hit before looking for any further downside. So once that happens, we can look on all time frames for shorts. Of course, also the 5 minute, and guys, on the 5 minute, you will always see setups. Just have to remember that. You just turn on your basing candles and keep an eye on that 5 minute time frame. You'll always see that in some way you do get nice setups if you look at the rejection of the basing structure within the market in general. So for instance, if we go back in time and look at let's say the market over here, what we essentially have is of course that obvious downtrend. We come back up, then create basing structure over here, and as we can see, the market will always react in some way or form to those areas of basing within the market. So try stacking those areas of basing structure to then take those trades. So that's also what I'm going to be doing with Kiwi dollar in this particular situation. Wait for it to come up a little bit higher, then look for those nice shorts back down in towards the lows. So yeah, for now, just gonna be waiting for that level to get hit. Keep an eye on it because we could see some very nice shorts from this region occur. So yeah, that is it for Kiwi dollar. Let's head over to our last pair, which is gold. And gold is not that interesting in my opinion. It's just, yeah, gold in these kind of situations, when you see this kind of price action, of course you can try trading it, but I just prefer to stay out. It is very clear that we are in some way very bullish on gold at the moment, in the sense that we are coming from that area of daily demand, which we did discuss a few weeks ago or for the past few weeks. So as we can see, currently just breaking all the highs up in towards the highs, but looking at the daily time frame, there is no real clear area of supply and demand anymore for me personally. So yeah, if that's not the case, I just prefer to stay out. Yeah, I don't really like this kind of price action when you don't really have those clear areas of basing structure. So I just prefer to stay out, not really trade the pair at that given time or moment. So therefore, I'm not really going to be actively trading gold for the coming days until we see some new structure form with very clear areas of supply and demand. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Wish you all a fantastic day. Main pairs on watch are Kiwi dollar and pound dollar. So yeah, wish you all a fantastic day and speak very soon within the community. Thanks guys.